Hello, welcome, welcome. This is this week's Pearls of Wisdom. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who continue to watch my videos, who make comments about the videos, who share my videos. I appreciate you all so much. So thank you. Thank you. So, welcome. This week's Pearls of Wisdom. Today we are talking about bloom where you are planted. Bloom where you are planted. Now, I've heard the phrase bloom where you're planted for years. We read a book that actually and most of what the book was talking about is that no matter where you are in life, no matter what location you're in, what your job situation is what's happening at home, to make the most of your life. To actually, again, to bloom where you are. But I want to take it and look at it from a different perspective. I want to look at the perspective of as a seed, to understand that we've been planted here to as a seed to do some things, right? And so when you think about a seed, think about when you were younger and with your parents, your grandparents, and you helped them plant seeds. It was either you helped your mom plant flowers in the spring, or you may have helped your grandparents plant cucumbers or tomatoes in the yard. When you put that seed into the ground, that seed never sat back and thought, I'm buried. The seed didn't think it was buried. The seed was planted. Sometimes we have a lot of things happening around us and in our lives, and we almost feel like we're being buried. And I'm going to suggest to you that you're not. Hey, sorors. I'm going to suggest to you that you're not buried, you're planted. So what does that mean to be planted? Well, when you think about it, when you put a seed into the ground, it goes into a place that's dark, and it's surrounded by that darkness, yet it uses that darkness for its benefit. A seed will use the nutrients from the soil to help it grow. The other thing about a seed is when it's planted, God is so amazing in everything that he does, but a seed has inside the outer shell, it has its own little nutrients for it to his own little food so it can grow. It's called the endosperm. But so it can grow, and I'm saying that you have everything you need already. Even in those big seasons when you feel like you're buried, you already have it. But you can use the things around you to help you grow and develop and to be even more. And so once you plant a seed in the ground, you don't just leave it and say, okay, whatever comes up, comes up. I mean, that's what happens with weeds. But other than that, if you have a plant or fruit or whatever, you want to continue to water it. And when we feel like we're buried and we get water on us, those could be those storms of life. It becomes overwhelming, or it can be. But if you change your mindset and say, okay, I'm not buried, I'm just planted, then you're going to use the storms of life, that rain that's coming down on you, and you're going to use it to help you build a better root system. Because that's what the seed does. The seed uses that water along with that dirt that's around it, and it builds itself a better root system. When you have roots in the ground, you're steady, right? You can't be easily swayed. It just gives you a strength that you wouldn't have otherwise. And I'm saying to you, use those storms in life and figure out, okay, what am I supposed to learn in this season? What should I get out of this? How is this building up my character? How should I grow and develop in this season of my life, and use those situations to help you grow? Now, You can just put water on the ground and hope that that seed will grow, but sometimes we'll also add a little fertilizer, right? And that fertilizer could be some compost, which is some form, some food waste, or it can be some other kind of waste. But if you know anything about fertilizer, it stinks, right? And there's times in our lives when we feel like we're buried, and then there's these storms coming, and then something else messy coming, and it stinks. And it's like, how much more can you bear at that moment? But again, I'm suggesting to you, you're not buried, you're planted. So you're going to take whatever's coming from this messy, stinky stuff, and you're going to use it to grow and to develop and to grow stronger and to become a much more beautiful, have a much more beautiful end result than you would have had those things not happen. See, so many of us want to have all these good things in life, but we don't understand that sometimes those good things come out of bad situations. We have loved ones who unfortunately pass. We have unfair situations that happen to us in relationships or in jobs. And so how do we take all of that and use it for our benefit to help us grow and develop? So that's what I want to share with you today. To bloom where you are planted, take everything that's thrown on top of you and use it to grow into the beautiful creation that God wanted you to be. I want you to bloom. And in the comments today, I want you to put bloom. We're all going to bloom. Bloom right where you are planted. We're going to use those storms. We're going to use that fertilizer. You're going to use everything that comes your way. And we're going to develop a deep root system to help us to strengthen ourselves. And then we're going to break through all that dirt into the sunshine and grow and develop into something absolutely beautiful. Yes, glow. Yes, become a rose. Become a rose. Yes. So again, thank you again for watching. And I ask you to like, to comment, and to share. And our comment this week is bloom. We're just going to bloom and go out there and make it a great week. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Love you. Hi, Wanda. Okay. Bye-bye.